Alright, what's up guys? I'm at the channel. What we're doing today, we're gonna be working on the semi. I'm not sure what we're getting done today. I know I'm gonna try to get some coolant stuff done. I don't think we're getting started. We might get started, but it all depends on some gasket stuff like that. And this looks pretty good. This actually looks really good. I painted it yesterday. It actually came out really good. Yeah, I'll probably throw a couple more paint layers right there on this side here because I can only get one side of it. So, I can only do so much, but I'm gonna throw some. I'll just throw some paint layers on that real quick. But other than that, this came out actually really good. Okay. Other than that, guys, yeah. So I've been driving around all day. Well, not all day. I was working half the day, and then well, 3/4 of the day. And then I stopped at my friend's house because I had to help him out with something. And then I tried to find some fittings for these guys. So our main job today is going to be separating this nut from this thing. I ordered some O-rings for this to hopefully seal that back up on this guy here, which is open. I think I opened this morning. Yep, she opened. All right. Now these fittings go over here. They go right over here. So first of all, first things first, I'm gonna also get this thing off because I don't know how I got on here. Somehow I got on here, but I can't twist it off. I don't know why. But whatever it is, I gotta get that off. And then the one fitting without that 90 degree goes, without the 90 degree goes here, and the other one goes right here. So I gotta figure that out. Also, I can probably put this system here. I can probably put this together here. This is all together. It should be all together right here. There's our heater thing we did last episode. We do gotta clean up this thing here. That's why I have all this set up here. We're gonna be cleaning this thing up here. And I got a long list. I actually have a long list that we gotta get done. So fuel system, things like that. I gotta get that one thing anchored up. So let's get to work. We'll just show you guys a little bit what I'm doing. You know, kind of like my ADHD self does. Just goes everywhere, does everything, and jumps around everywhere. All right, so I got this big socket that goes over this. Hopefully it's on tight enough. And I don't know, hopefully this comes off because sound tells me that this is stripped. This thing is stripped out. Damn it. All right, I gotta figure out. It looked cockeyed when I not this actual ring. The nut on this thing is actually stripped. That's what it looked like when I was looking at it before, because it's just spinning. You see it's spinning there. Alright, so I'm about to go do a little shopping. I did order some O-rings because I was a little cruddy on this guy here. So this guy's fine. I just got to figure out what we're going to do about this guy here because, like I said, the nut is spinning on this thing. And I like to replace it with the same exact one. I just can't find it. So, I don't know. I got to just do some research real quick before I get to work anymore. Then we're going to do the water pump and everything. We're going to do the water pump and do a couple things on this thing to get this thing ready to go. But kind of stuck in the water. We're also stuck in the water too a little bit because we gotta wait for a gasket. So we're stuck in the water on a lot of things. So this, to be honest, be straight up with you guys, probably won't see it start until Monday. But listen, we're gonna try. I may try to do something, so we might get started. We might not. I don't know yet. Haven't decided that yet or figured out how we can do it yet. 9/16. There we go. Oh, that's right. That's right. This thing's all up already. Yay, smart me. I know it has condensation down there. That I do know. I saw it when I had it open, or when I had the rear end of it open up. 4 bolts. Okay, all open. Thing fighter done. Why would they do that, Daddy? You're a heavy little guy, aren't you? I'm gonna kill you, Daddy. Cause I gotta put this. I changed all of them. I guess I'll just jump down and do the oil pan. Jump down and do the oil pan now. Alright guys, I'm gonna get this oil pan down. Now last time I did this, it wasn't too bad. I held up my body. Technically it should be empty, maybe just a gallon of oil. So those red dot, I don't know if you guys see or not, or those red dots you see is technically antifreeze. I tasted it. Looks like antifreeze, but I'm looking inside there. I don't see anything wrong. Now, it has been empty for how long? Probably. Not sure how long it's been empty for, but everything looks to be in good shape. Like, you know, looking up into there, it all looks like to be in good shape. Yeah, you can't really tell. I might drop this pan here, like this metal pan, and just see what's on top of that. Ooh, I see some red drops right there. In the oil though. So there's lots of oil in it already.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
It was full. It was full.
I know what you get down without.
Prepared it.
No shit.
The only thing I don't like is I see little red dots. But I looked underneath there and there's nothing wrong. Everything looks brand new in there. But I swirled that, so that's why it's so milky. I put my hand in there. I was trying to see if there's any liquid on the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so like that. So that's what was on the top end, like on the, I guess that milky whatever stuff is. But I'll let you go on the creeper if you like. If you let you go on the creeper, so it's easier for yourself. So that shows weirdness, but down here shows happiness.
Oh.
But everything down here looks pretty, like, not even used.
Oh.
Really, Dad? Did you really want to put a beer there?
No.
Everything down here looks fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop this pan here because there's a lot of stuff on top of it. So I'm going to see if there's any puddles.
I see.
I'm going to see if there's any puddles. Like this is all stuff that was on the bottom of the oil pan.
Yeah.
So that's why that's like that.
We really need to figure out how to get rid of this oil.
What?
I said we really need to figure out how to get rid of this oil.
Yeah, but other than that, the crank has no heat spots. The crank has nothing on it. I think that's why I say it really could be a 400-mile motor.
Ah!
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna pop this off around and get a new O-ring for this thing here. Alright, make our way underneath here. Like I said, we're gonna remove these pan and see what the damage report's gonna be. Cause I don't like that red, but everything looks okay, but everything will look okay and not be okay, but who knows? Who knows? No, crybaby, you failed me. Slow.
That much.
Alright, I'm gonna clean it up really good anyways. Let's go.
Okay.
Watch your eyes.
Too loud. Too loud. Too loud.
Alright, so start coming down.
Too loud.
That's another bolt. Let's start this one with.
Okay.
Oh, I want as straight as possible.
Oh, I can't do straight because it's stuck on a bolt. Ow! I'm like a jack.
Done. Go. Bye bye.
Done?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh.
Here. No. That all looks good. I'm just trying to see where that red. I know where red stuff comes from.
Maybe in rest.
I'll go with it. I'm just trying to see if I can see any drips like off of the.
Yeah.
Placing an oil cooler right now. Gotta get this all cleaned up. So, just so we all know, we did look over the oil pan and we might have to do a rebuild on the engine, the somewhat brand new engine, but the engine looks really good though, like in general. So I'll go over this more in another video, but long story short, there is antifreeze in it. We are going to test run it, see what happens, and we're going to pay very close attention and get the oil tested to see how much antifreeze is in this oil and stuff like that. So go from there. You know, we're going to test it probably a couple times. You know, take a sample and then take another sample like after a few more runs. You know, we're going to monitor the antifreeze level. Of course, the antifreeze level is going down like crazy, and then we know, all right, we need to pop this thing off, get this thing rebuilt. Like we were kind of originally supposed to do for that engine. But long story short, I'm going to explain to you why we're kind of better off doing it the way we are doing it right now anyways, than just going with that engine. So we'll go over it in another video, but for now, come along. We're just going to keep going, chugging along on this thing. Alright, I'm going to see if I try to clean out these. I'm going to try to put something inside this to brush inside of it out, try to get some of the dirt out and stuff. And then just clean up these, and then basically my father's going to put up the cooler back up. And then after that, we're going to be pretty much good to go for the most part of things, I think. We're down here at least for now. Until we got to jack the engine back up because I got to put the things on. That's another story in life. A few hours I make fun of you. There's a 5/16 wrench on the table. Yeah, over there, like where the metal pan's at to the left, should be there somewhere. I do gotta fill this up actually though too. So I do gotta refill this transmission up a little bit. The lines look good.
What was that?
I said the lines look really good. Oil pan looks good. I cleaned it up very nicely.